There are six roles or six functions that you need to have in place with your outsourced IT provider. First off is a chief technology officer. That's somebody who is ultimately the quarterback of the network, who understands and has a architectural roadmap, and they have a big understanding about what you are as a company and the things that you need as it relates to just overall speed, availability, compliance requirements. You need a quarterback. Next, you're going to need somebody that is a cybersecurity specialist to make sure that your compliance forms are filled out correctly, to make sure that you have the countermeasures in place in order to protect your network and the data that you house. Next, you're going to need somebody like an IT manager or director, somebody who is actually handling the day-to-day operations and keeping things, up the speed to the need, and just the overall functionality, like an operations person, in order to manage that. We call that maybe a dispatcher. Next, you're going to need some help desk or IT support people, and you need to have them there and readily available to take that. That's where that availability, where you're not waiting, or something can happen where, say, your IT guy is out of town or he's sick, and all those things. And then even 24/7 coverage is important, because most of the attacks happen after business hours. A lot of them happen on Friday night. They know everybody's burnt out, they're ready to get home, they turn everything off and they just unplug. That's when the cyber criminals get fired up. Next is something as far as a business analysis, being able to look at the actual trouble tickets, if you will, the issues that are coming up on the network, to determine if they're going to be something that's recurring, to look at things from more of an analytical perspective, so that you could drive down those problems in order to, that will improve culture, it'll improve, availability of the network, it'll improve just the overall performance of your business. And then finally, you need project managers. You need somebody that whenever it's time to replace a workstation, that they've got a setup sheet so that it gets set up correctly. You got somebody that can help you replace a firewall or a server, and even somebody, that can determine which is the best product for you. These are essential things that in today's world you really have to have. And if you don't have them, you may think you're saving money by using a I got a guy company and just break fix, they come out when it breaks. But actually it's hurting you in your overall business, because it's slower to fix things. There's more problems. The culture gets bad because the employees feel like that you don't care about them, and it's really, and your cybersecurity risk is highly elevated. And from a cybersecurity perspective, this ride really isn't open. We're going to see a lot more security breaches that happen. So don't be a victim. Get on it. Jump on my calendar. I'll have a 30-minute call with you and kind of assess where we are and see if it makes sense to go from there.